Alright, in this section here we're going to be going over linear equations, and my method of teaching this is just working lots of examples. So let me go ahead and state this topic. I started making videos and putting them on YouTube. I think it was back in 2005 or 6 or something like that. Actually, 2004 maybe, and I quit because of the technology, the method of writing on I had at the time a bamboo tablet. It was pretty difficult to do, let me tell you. I pretty much gave up on it. I mean, I did publish that several thousand videos. I took a lot of them down because they were being stolen. And now that I have a touch screen and a nice stylus, I'm back. And I'm back. What can I say? Alright, let's look at an example here. We're going to cover some definitions as we go, but we'll start simple and we'll gradually work up to much more difficult problems. In other words, more steps involved, I guess you could say. So this is a linear equation. This variable here has a degree of 1. So that's a clue that this is probably going to be a linear equation, that the highest degree variable is 1. And as we work more and more of these problems, we'll see more of what a linear equation looks like. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is we want to find the solution. In other words, what can we plug in here for x that when we multiply this unknown variable times 100, we get 500? Well, I'm just going to tell you that that answer is 5. Okay, so this is considered to be, in set notation with the curly brackets, a number in those curly brackets, and that number happens to be our solution. I don't know, I'll use a different color here. So as you can see, 5 being our solution, we just plug it in here for x. We do this to check, to make sure that this is true. Well, 100 times 5 is 500, and 500 is equal to 500. Okay, looks like we got a notification there. I don't know if you were able to see that or not. Alright, so there's one example. Like I said, we'll talk about definitions as we go. This number that you see out in front of x here, that is known as the coefficient. Alright, do we have time to work another one? I guess if I work real fast. Try to keep these videos under 5 minutes. Anybody that's done uploaded YouTube videos to YouTube should know by looking at their analytics that attention span is really about 3 minutes, and usually no longer than 5. Yeah, true story. Alright, let's look at this one here. I don't have much time, so we have 20x minus 30x, and that is going to be equal to negative 100. Okay, so 20 and 30 are called coefficients. These are both like terms. They both have a variable that has a degree 1. Alright, and we can factor this x out, so we're left with what's in parentheses here, 20 minus 30. You can always check this by doing what's called the distributive property, x times 20 and x times 30, and we get back our original equation. Well, 20 minus 30 is going to be a negative 10. Kind of went over my 5 minutes now, but we'll be done here in a second. So, what could I multiply x or negative 10 by to give us a negative 100? How about 10? About 10. Right, 10 times negative 10 is negative 100.